Parenting is not just a responsibility, it is a spiritual practice. Every tradition, every culture, parents were always seen as the first gurus. Think of Kunti in the Mahabharata. Her strength, her dharma shaped the Pandavas into warriors of destiny, correcting children not with anger but with compassion. The mother is the first teacher, the father is the first guru. It's who you become while your child is watching. So the Buddhist lesson is simple: parent with mindfulness, parent with compassion. How does the parent of great masters raise them so differently? Do you know who raised the Buddha? Let's explore parenting through different lenses. Let's talk today on an intriguing topic of parenting and spirituality. Sometimes we think parenting is just about feeding, schooling, disciplining, and making our children successful. But let me tell you something very powerful. Parenting is not just a responsibility, it is a spiritual practice. Every child that comes into your life is not just yours, they are God's gift. They are the universe's trust in you. And across every religion, every tradition, every culture, parents were always seen as the first gurus, the first mirrors of God. So today, let's travel together, not through textbooks, not through parenting manuals, but through faiths, through traditions, through wisdom that has shaped humanity for centuries. Let's ask, what does conscious parenting look like in Buddhism, in Christianity, in Islam, and Sufism, in Vedic tradition? Let's explore parenting through different lenses. And how did the parents of great masters raise them so differently that their children later went on to awaken the world? Let's start with Buddhism. In Buddhism, parenting begins with mindfulness. The Dhampada says, hatred does not cease by hatred, but only by love. This is the eternal law. Imagine if we, the parents, use this as our guiding light, correcting children not with anger, but with compassion. Do you know who raised the Buddha? His aunt, Mahaprajapati. She did not impose her identity on him. She guided with presence, with silence, and with calm energy. That's why when Buddha grew up, he was compassionate, and this entire teaching turned and ruined around compassion. So the Buddhist lesson is simple: parent with mindfulness, parent with compassion. Let's now move on to Christianity. In Christianity, children are seen as God's gift. Proverb 22.6 says, train up a child in the way he should go, and when he is old, he will not depart from it. Think of Mary, the mother of Jesus. When little Jesus wandered into the temple, debating with priests at just 12 years old, did she scold him? No. The Bible says she treasured those things in her heart. That patience, that faith, that humility, that was the foundation of Jesus' spiritual journey. So the Christian lesson is this: parent with faith, parent with patience. Now let's go to Islam and Sufism. In Islam, parenting is both an act of worship and trust. The Quran says, do not kill your children for fear of poverty. We provide for them and for you. Such a powerful reminder. Even when we feel insecure, God is saying, don't fear, I've got them. And look at the Prophet Muhammad. He was known for mercy towards children. If he heard a baby cry while praying, he would shorten the prayer so the mother could comfort the child. What a beautiful example. In Sufism, it's all love. Rumi writes, we are born of love. Love is our mother. For a Sufi, to parent is to see the divine spark in the child. So the Islamic lesson is parent with mercy, parent with love, parent with trust in God. In the Vedic tradition, parenting begins even before birth. The Garbh says, the mother is the first teacher, the father is the first guru. We have the practice of Garbh Sanskar, where you chant mantras, listen to music, do prayers, and feed yourself with sattvic energy, because the womb itself is a temple. Think of Kunti in the Mahabharata. Her strength, her dharma shaped the Pandavas into warriors of destiny. Or think of mothers like Bhuvneshwari Devi, mother of Swami Vivekananda, who prayed for courage and gave birth to the Lion of India. So the Vedic lesson is this: parent with dharma, parent with consciousness even before birth. Now let's go back and see how masters were parented by their parents. Behind every enlightened soul, there was a conscious parent. Buddha had his aunt's compassion. Jesus had his mother's patience. Prophet Muhammad had his grandfather's and uncle's trust. Shankaracharya had his mother's devotion. Vivekananda had his mother's prayers. These parents didn't just raise children, they raised souls who awakened the humanity. So, my dear parents, let me ask you, are you just raising a child? Or are you nurturing a soul? Parenting is not control, it's compassion. It's not possession, it's presence. It's not what you do for your child, it's who you become while your child is watching. And maybe, just maybe, parenting is the highest form of meditation. Because every smile, every silence, every story you share with your child is a prayer, because they are setting and carving their destiny. Across Buddhism, Christianity, Islam, Sufism, and Vedic tradition, the message is one. Parenting is sacred. Parenting is spiritual. Parenting is a path to God.